Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very special Secrets of Strixhaven Draft. Today, we are joined by an absolutely dominant pro player. He is a Grand Prix winner. He is a Pro Tour Top 8 competitor. He is a Kaldheim champion, the only Kaldheim champion in the world, which is basically what they were calling Pro Tours at that time during the pandemic. He just came 27th in the most recent Pro Tour. It's Arne Huschenbeth. Welcome to the channel once more.
Thank you so much. Well, happy to be here. That was quite the introduction. I appreciate it very much, and I'm excited to join you guys here with a draft.
Yeah, and hopefully I pronounced your name correctly. I was feeling real confident about it that time. And yeah, so you just finished coming from Secrets of Strixhaven Pro Tour drafting. You had one of the sweetest draft decks of all time for the format, maybe with an infinite combo in your first draft to kick things off. And yeah, how did you feel about the draft of the Pro Tour and preparing for the format in general?
Yeah, Strixhaven. I really enjoyed drafting for it. I honestly couldn't get enough. That's really where you want to be if you prepare for a tournament. You want to like if you love the format and it doesn't even feel like work. It doesn't even feel like you need to play test anything. You just play the format for fun. So that's definitely what was going on with me and Strixhaven. I felt pretty good. Most of the archetypes are good and usable. I didn't like the blue-green archetype that much, as you know, many don't do, of course. No surprises there. But otherwise, I was pretty happy to draft almost anything and sort of find my open seed, find my lane, and yeah, all the bonus sheet cards, all the Mystical Archive cards just make this format interesting and fun and replayable. And like, as you said, in my first draft, I had the Dualcaster Mage plus, oh God, what is the card called?
Echoing Symposium or something.
Yeah. So I had that infinite combo going where you do custom mage the Symposium and then make infinite 2/2s, which I won 3 of my games with, which was just so much fun and super sweet for the PT.
I can't imagine being in a Pro Tour draft and then my opponent infinite comboing me in draft, and I'm just like sitting there like, wow, of all the drafts in the world to face this, my opponent had to get it in this one and beat me with it, which is just kind of wild. But so you went 2-1 in your first draft, and then your second draft on day 2. What sort of deck did you end up drafting?
I ended up in black-white. I think I first picked a red-white rare, and then just got past like a bunch of black removal, and then the sort of the gold cards came around in black-white, so I took those. Yeah, and the deck ended up really nice. It was very low to the ground, very aggressive. I won my first round against Reed Duke, who also had a really good Izzet deck. And then my second round, I got paired into Max Kominowski, a teammate of mine, who was also playing black-white. And turns out he was sitting on the other side of the table, so we definitely didn't like fight closely to each other about the cards. But yeah, he opened pretty good. He opened a break reckoning, the 7-mana destroy 4 permanents, got past another one. And then in the last pack, we had 2 of those, yeah. And then in the last pack, he had that History of Benalia card. I don't know the name of it. Makes 2 spirits.
Spirit, like Spirits on the Loose or something. Antiquities on the Loose.
Yeah, like, you know, like completely ridiculous bombs. So I didn't win that one. Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, I mean, that was an insane deck. Max went on to win the draft and also make top 8 at the PT, so that was sweet.
Yeah.
And in the last round, I kept some risky hands, like some 2-landers with only 1 color, and I just didn't get there in 2 games in a row. And then I lost to like a 4-color pile, which I probably could have beaten if I would have played like more games against them.
Yeah, that's
Real
how
games.
It goes sometimes, for
yeah,
sure.
That's how it goes.
When you're drafting at the Pro Tour, obviously everyone knows what's going on. Do you like practice in a different way for drafting the format? Because I feel like if you draft on Arena and you play against people that aren't pro level caliber, you get good cards later. So do you just like rely on playing with your teammates in person or playing on Magic Online, or how do you prepare for these sorts of really high stakes limited drafts where like doing well can be thousands of dollars difference?
Yeah, good question. I would say pro players do it differently. There's definitely different processes. My personal one is to get as many games in. So I do like playing Arena. Some swear on playing Magic Online for the best of 3 or for the Phantom Elimination draft rounds where there's higher competition. But they just take a lot of time. Like you have to wait for the round to end and so on. So I just like jamming a bunch of best of 1 drafts early on and then doing a little bit best of 3. And of course, at the house, at the testing house, we do play against each other, so the drafts are a lot tougher. You will not wheel good stuff, you will not get many playables, you will be scraping for stuff, and you will really feel when you're not in the open colors. Like, at that point, you might just have a train wreck draft, which does not happen on Arena realistically, really. So yeah, that's really how I do it. I try to, of course, not let myself be influenced too much by sort of the, in quotation marks, easy drafts on Arena where I like get past everything or what have you.
Yeah.
I try to learn the cards that way and then be aware that at the PT, I'm going to be scraping a little bit more for good stuff.
Yeah. Do you when you're like preparing, do you like have a big limited meeting where like everyone talks about the set, or is that something that like, because I know you've been on a bunch of different teams. I don't know what's the team you're on right now called?
So I'm sponsored and affiliated with Team Ultimate Guide TCG
Mm-hmm.
Player, but the testing for the Pro Tours I do with Team Handshake.
Okay.
And they have a pretty extensive process, like very deep. And yeah, limited wise, we had actually this time we had on our Discord server, we had a channel for literally every single card in the set plus bonus sheet. That's 300 extra
What?
channels or something to
That's,
discuss every little interaction, every card that comes up individually.
oh
I
my
don't
gosh.
know. Yeah, I don't know if that necessarily was helpful or a little bit overwhelming. I mean, you could just, in any case, yeah, there's definitely limited meetings happening. We're sharing everything. We have a draft reporting channel where screenshots and the cards that stood out and the records and everything is being shared, and then we have everything tagged so we can look through it. And then in the testing house, we have a rare meeting. We have then meetings about cards with huge deltas between our own assessments and maybe 17 lands data. We have a 17 lands meeting or presentation by someone. We have archetype presentations prepared by the people that have drafted those specific archetypes the most. So there's a lot of meetings, a lot of presentations, a lot of stuff happening for sure.
That's
Yeah,
incredible. The channel thing is one of the craziest things I've ever heard. That's wild. Did you read all of the channels?
I did. Yeah.
Okay, that's fantastic. Well, you're on another level. Are you like an active contributor in limited stuff, or are you contributing more on the constructed side for your team as we get ready to dive into this draft? I
I
mean, obviously you're doing both, I'm
am.
sure.
Yeah, I do both, of course.
Yeah.
I can't really say too much degree. I mean, I'm more the constructed guy on the team, I suppose, but I do contribute to
Yeah,
both, I would say, to
obviously,
some
yeah.
degree.
When you're competing at this level, I mean, that's just like one of those things where you hear it and you're like, okay, there's levels to being like preparing for a format. Like I'm like when I'm trying to prepare for a format, sometimes I'll like try to write down all of the commons in each color from memory to be like, okay, do I have these locked in? And then there's just a channel for every single card is kind of absolutely insane. that's
Yeah.
that's that's awesome. That's so cool to hear. Oh my gosh. Okay, so going into pack one, pick one. The blue greens may be a deck you don't love drafting, but we've started off. We've got a pretty cool pack here. There's Scheming Silver Tongue. There is Repel Calamity, Essence Knit Scholar, Practice Scrollsmith. There's a lot of good cards. Where do you like starting your drafts?
Yeah, this is a strong pack. And power level wise, I do like the Scrollsmith a lot, and I like, of course, the rare. The Silver Tongue is very strong. Essence Knit Scholar is great too, but a color pair that you're not super excited about to start your draft with. It's more
Mm-hmm.
the archetype you want to get into when it's open. So yeah, I mean, realistically, taking a red white gold card seems a little bit. Um, yeah, it just seems a little. It seems a lot. I'm not finding the right word, but just take the rare here. It's
Yeah.
black. Black is not necessarily my favorite color, but it's just way too good to not take.
Yeah, and it's
And
more flexible because you don't have to
yes.
commit to playing straight red white, and it's hard to splash these cards sometimes too. They're kind of like payoffs for being in the right lane. Yeah, Silver Tongue's kind of a messed up card, so that's a good way to start a draft. So we started off with Silver Tongue, and then in this pack we get past Lecturing Scorn Mage. There's Pestered Sloth. There's another Scholar. So there's a few options even at uncommon before where the commons are a bit lackluster. What do you like in this pack?
For me, it's definitely between the two black uncommons there, between Scorn Mage and Scholar.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this is a tricky one. I mean, both are really good in the archetypes. So it's just, I guess, where do you rather want to be? And
Mm-hmm.
what do you think will come to you, maybe? But that one is, of course,
Yeah.
very difficult to assess and pick too. We just
Yeah.
passed a Scholar, so we might be putting someone else at the table down the line into black green. We
Yeah.
didn't really pass any good black-white cards, so I guess the Calamity, but I guess I'd take the Scorn Mage here, yeah.
Interesting. So when you're doing your draft, there's like tiebreakers, like when what you're passing to people and like remembering all the cards you've passed, and then like with obviously the later you get, the signals mean a little bit more. But yeah, we're passing a
Yeah,
couple of good green cards. The Sloth is a
yeah.
card that I also like. It's pretty like flexible too. It fits into like any green deck. Here, there is not a black card worth third picking. Pull from the grave isn't an option, so we have to branch out. And I guess there's Tome Blast, Lecturer, Barrage. I mean, this pack feels like a big drop off. And then there's the loot. I mean, what do you like taking here? Like, what are your thoughts?
That's an interesting one. I mean, getting past the loot could be a sign in a way, even though the card is not that fantastic, I think. It needs a very
Mm-hmm.
specific archetype to work, which,
Yeah.
we're early in the draft, so we could definitely build around it. Maybe wield a Visionary Stance or something, and then go off. For me, it's between that and Tome Blast, maybe. Tome Blast is sort of the very safe pick,
Mm-hmm.
as just a great removal spell.
Yeah.
Um, what are you leaning? I'm not sure.
I would lean towards Tome Blast, but I'm down to do something
Yeah.
fancy. I've tried the loot, and loot always feels pretty bad to me.
Yeah, just go with the Tome Blast. Let's be let's be serious business today.
Yeah, I mean, I have played loot, and then whenever I draw it, like I had it right before I played like the convoke spell. Like I was gonna play for my convoke spell for 5 colors, and my opponent like blew up my loot with like some random artifact spell, kill spell, like the 2/2 in white, and I was like, you got to be kidding me! And then I almost lost. I was like, oh gosh. I feel like this draft has been pretty interesting because this pack is once again kind of weak. Witherbloom the Balancer not great. I imagine the channel on this card was not popping off with cool things
No.
because people probably didn't play this card that much. Johnny's response is fine. There's a pest mascot. There's a land. Yeah, kind of a weird pack.
Yeah, definitely not great. I mean, Seize the Spoils and Hydro Channel are sort of cards that I also don't mind having
Oh,
in my decks,
yeah,
but yeah, this is tough. Maybe just take the response. Yeah,
yeah.
we
It's
both lean to it's not a great pick or anything, but yeah.
yeah.
Wow,
Here,
black really does not seem open in this draft.
yeah.
Like both packs, like the last few packs have just been completely empty of black, and this is the third pack that has no black.
Yeah, it's like you have to you're
Um,
like kind of clocking it over time. It's kind of cool to be able to adjust and be like, oh, we have the silver tongue, and we followed with a black card, and then we kind of slowly abandon it. Here, there's stand up for yourself to stay in white. There's vibrant outburst, pursue the past. There's a few cool options.
Yeah, I think I would like to just go with the Pursue the Past. I mean, Stand Up for Yourself keeps us more open into the black-white archetype, but I really don't see black coming to us.
Yeah,
And Pursue
yeah,
the Past I found just to be incredibly good in red-white. Like, so innocent looking, but just so good. Churning you
yeah,
through your deck, enabling your synergies.
yeah. And then it looks like we get rewarded. There's a Wilt in the Heat here, dig site inventory. There's Stormcroft
Again, no
Coast if we
black
wanted
cards
to.
whatsoever. I
Yeah,
mean,
not a
there's
single black card. Always good to clock.
maybe 2 back-to-back black drafters right in front of
Yeah,
us, honestly.
yeah. What do you like taking here? Do you like taking Wilt in the Heat, dig?
I think I would. It's for me. It's between the Fire Dancer and the Wild. I mean, I don't mind
Oh,
any
the
of
Fire
the
Dance and the
three,
Wilt. Yeah, that
but
makes sense.
just prioritizing 2 drops. I
Yeah,
mean, we pick 2 remove. I'd probably just take the Wild in the Heat, but you do get a lot of removal. But yeah, Wild in the Heat is just premium,
yeah.
and we
With
might
Pursue
not
the
get.
Past. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say with Pursue the Past. I mean, this card feels like it was like kind of an overperformer in this set based on where these things are. Sometimes was this a card that like you identified or like someone on your team identified, or you like looked at the data and were like, oh, this card looks like way better, and then tested it? How did you kind of come to the conclusion that this card is like a great one?
Just playing with it and seeing how it
Yeah.
plays out, and this red-white deck being sort of this mid-range deck. You can discard like cards that have flashback with it, turning it into a draw 2 that has flashback. It gains some life.
Mm-hmm.
It just does everything you want to be doing. It sets you up, sets your
Yeah.
game plan up. Okay, interesting pick. Mockery or Docent.
Yeah.
We already picked 3 removal spells. So maybe
Yeah.
this.
You
I
want to
don't
take the
know.
Docent?
I mean, the Mockery is the better card. Docent is maybe the one that we
Yeah.
desire a little bit more. It's a
Yeah.
very close pick. I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like if this was like a pro tour draft, I feel like 2 drops in particular, pros know to prioritize those pretty highly.
Yeah.
And other players, like, you can get a lot of 2 drops sometimes. Like, we might wheel a Stone Docent, and that's probably never going to happen at a Pro Tour draft. I feel like here it's just a pretty easy land to pick up. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. Super
Lorecaster.
happy to pick the land.
I
No.
think, yeah, Lorecaster kind of comes around the table, like, frequently. Like, it just zooms around the table.
For sure, for sure.
Okie doke. We don't wheel anything particularly useful. Do you ever splash in your white-red decks?
Yeah, it can happen for sure. Stress Stream is a common one. So yeah, definitely pick up the land happily here. Like this pack is otherwise empty.
Yeah.
We could pick up any crazy rares or any other blue-red stuff for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, we also have treasure makers.
How committed are we to
Technically.
red white at this point? Like if you were like drafting, would you like be like kind of locked in, or do you think okay, we could still move into white black if we like opened a really good black card or something?
We could, but we would be kind of drafting against what we are supposed to do, I would think.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because like we're clearly supposed to be in red white.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can take
Makes
the
sense.
2-1. Maybe we get a deck that has enough gold cards. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Sounds
this was
good.
the only black card in this pack, and it came back around, but that's not like saying much because it and we wheel the Friar Dancer. Kinda
Okay.
nice.
The docent didn't come around. I think we opened up a docent, right?
Yeah, there was a docent somewhere around, so getting one is pretty nice. I think this is like the 2-drop you want in your red-white decks a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So if you were like if you're drafting this sort of deck, how would you feel about after pack 1? Like we don't have any rares that we're playing. We have some solid cards. I think we've got the signals kind of sorted, but like on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you put this draft so far?
Maybe like a 6. It doesn't like we don't really have we ended up in the colors we should be, but we don't have crazy good cards.
Yeah.
Seems like yeah.
The channel for this card. Now every time I see a card, I'm just thinking, yeah, the channel for this card was probably like one person played this your entire testing house and was just like, yeah, probably not a borrowed knowledge card.
It's like one F.
Yeah, one F.
I mean, if I could have double Discord screens, I could like have the channels open and we could always look into it while we're doing the video.
Oh, that would be funny. Oh my gosh. Ruining all your team's prep on borrowed knowledge that the top secret team handshake insights. Here I feel like it's probably group project. Not a terrible card.
Yeah. I like the elephant a lot, but group project
Yeah.
probably higher priority, being cheaper.
Yeah.
Synergizing your deck.
Elephant is just for any white deck or just for black white or for red white too.
Any white deck.
Yeah. Ward 2 is kind of annoying on this card, I have found. Makes it irritating to deal with.
Yeah, you have so much removal in red white usually that you have, or deck side. So you're happy, like you're often triggering it.
Yeah. So we're back to some interesting picks. There's a Lead Interceptor, Unsubtle Mockery, and a Pursue the Past. So kind of real options here for our deck that we're building.
Yeah, the Interceptor I don't love in outside of black white too much. I mean, it's totally playable, but at least it does fall off in red white in my experience. I think the just pick I would do at the Pro Tour is take the. I mean, what are we wheeling? Are we wheeling anything? We're probably not wheeling anything. The pack is just too weak.
Yeah, we could wheel. You never know though. Things happen on Arena.
Yeah, I mean, we could just take the Mockery as the first Mockery. I don't know. I think Pursue is the better card, to be honest. So
yeah, we can take that.
Yeah,
it helps our synergies. We're gonna get removal spells. Pick 3 a Braid or Heated Argument or Interceptor. Again, it's kind of nice. The early picks, there's options. And then there's also a Soaring Stone Glider.
Yeah, that card's not good. Comes around often too.
Yeah, it does come around. It is fun to helpful hand back though. That's been something I did a couple times. Which is like the 1 mana bring.
Yeah. I mean, it's weird to be back on Arena. It's been a while since I've started to set on Arena, to be fair. I think you really have to prioritize removal, especially at like proto drafts. So getting like a Mockery late or something is not going to happen. But in Arena, we maybe just take the Pursue there and then take the Braid here, of course.
Yeah.
Pretty clear Braid to me out of this pack.
Yeah. So here we have. We have 4 removal spells, I think. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 removal spells, so that's a pretty good place to be.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, as you said, red-white is really the color of removal in this format. Like, you can pick up Ajani's Response and Heated Debates late, or Heated Argument, I think it's called. So it's going to be fine.
And Ajani's Response is, I think, at its best in red-white because you can actually be on the defensive and kill tapped creatures. Like, we have the more mid-rangey version of the deck, which is pretty cool. I think I had a very aggressive red-white deck the other day where I had, I think, 9 2-drops, which was more than I wanted, but it was like all my good cards were 2-drops, and they were all like the graveyard, like give things +2/+0, and just those sorts of decks are like not as big a fans of a Johnny's Response. Here's an interesting pack. There's Sky Coach and there's Artistic Process. I mean, Sky Coach is like just a good card, I feel like, but Process is like if we're not splashing, maybe we don't want it as much, but there's Process as well, which is more of a blue-red card, maybe.
That's an interesting pick. I mean, the Sky Coach synergizes well with our 2 Pursuit Pass, giving us something extra to discard as well. We're a little bit low on creatures maybe here, though, right now.
Yeah, we have 3 creatures.
Maybe just take the cheaper card. We also don't have a free drop yet.
Yeah, that's good thinking. I also think we'll probably be able to get some creatures. I'm feeling really good about this Stone Docent pick, not gonna lie. Like, that card, it's kind of clutching up for us. It's like our only creature. Here there's Micah, there's Owlin Historian. I mean, those are the only cards. There's also this if we wanted to splash, I guess.
Yeah, the Ornamenter would be good in our deck. I guess we do have the Sky Coach, but splashing is maybe like taking it over a playable, like the All Historian is probably a little too much. I think All Historian is better than Micah. I haven't played that much with Micah, but just hard to make work, right?
Yeah, I didn't play Micah one time, and people were they were chatting about it a lot in the comments, because I think I had like 5 ways to make treasures, and I had a bunch of big things, and I was just like, yeah, I still don't really want the card. Here, the Stone Docent versus Acolyte. I imagine this is a pick that comes up, like, people probably discuss, like, which one would you rather have in which deck?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Docent clearly in red-white, of course, and the 2/2. The 2/2 is nice as utility to have for stuff like Resonating Loot or whatever, but just not a high priority to me. I mean, it's a little bit better in black-white, maybe with like the black spell that draws 2, loses 2 life, and you have free lifelink or whatnot.
If you're playing black-white, would you still take the Docent?
It's interesting. Depends maybe a little bit on my deck. I probably would take the lifelinker, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take the Micah here over the Rapier Wit.
Sure.
I feel like Rapier Wit's probably more of a black-white card. Here, Pestered Sloth Wheeling is insane to me. This card's one that I really like.
But yeah, I agree. That is pretty wild, to be honest, that this card is still left in the pack.
I'm just gonna take it for principles.
Yeah, just take it. Whatever, hate it. I mean, if we be a proto draft, hate it, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, you're surprised with what wheels sometimes. We second pick this card, it comes around. Oh man, wild.
Damn.
I guess we'll take this for our deck. We're not gonna play.
Yeah, it's a bit of a tough draft, to be honest. Like, I don't know, it feels like a little bit like a high level draft, because
they knew you were coming. We could take the Baiter or we could take the Glider.
I think I actually like the Beta more. Yeah,
that's fair. Yeah, Glider is kind of a yikes sometimes.
Yeah, just
being able to play your 3-drops on turn 3 is nice.
Hey, I've played this card before, so
yeah. I mean, Rearing Embermane is the draft. It's the card that when I was like at the Magic Con looking at Pro Tour decks, like I would like walk up, they'd like I'd have someone show me their deck. I saw more Rearing Embermares at the Pro Tour than I'd seen in any of my drafts. Because it turns out when you're scrapping for playables, getting like a big creature can be helpful. Oh, okay, well, this is classic skillful drafting, really. I think we're going to take Practice Offense.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, nice.
It's one of the best rares in the set. Just, yeah. If you were at the Pro Tour before opening Practiced Offense, if you were like thinking about your deck versus post, like would you be like mental fist pump now? Like the deck just gets like significantly better?
Yeah, I mean, of course. How can you not? I mean, the funny thing is this format, I think White has like a couple incredible rares with like really high win rates. So yeah, I mean, if you put yourself in White, I guess you can be a little bit luckier than if you're in a different color.
Yeah. Do you sometimes try to think about what's gonna wheel out of packs? Like, okay, like that pack, and then you kind of clock like, okay, these 7 cards are probably gonna be gone. If these other cards, if one of these cards wheels that I don't anticipate, that's like a signal. Do you like build like mental checklists, like this card's gone, this card's gone, this card's gone, that type of thing?
Yeah, definitely I do that. You can sort of map out what other people are likely to take. There were 3 really good cards for us in that pack, but those cards were
Yeah.
single colored, so also probably gonna be picked up by other people.
Yeah.
Here we have an interesting pick between Stress Stream and Wild in the Heat.
Yeah.
We do have the blue-red land, we have the Sky Coach as well.
Yeah.
Which
would
damn. Maybe just take the Wild. Just take the Wild. Just play. Yeah. I mean, it's
I took
close.
the Stress.
I feel like it's kind of whatever. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's an interesting pick too.
This is interesting too, yeah. I feel like our deck can play more mid-rangey here, so I just figured this could be a nice splash. We don't have to play it. We also have plenty of removal spells, so I don't think we'll miss out on a wilt that much.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely play it. We're gonna play Stress Stream 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. Scrollsmith or Impractical Joke.
Oh man, that's a tough pick too. I'm kind of leaning Scrollsmith, but
Yeah, me too.
okay.
I think it's just like we have all these kill spells already. We have like 4 or 5 kill spells, or like Impractical Joke's really good though as well. But I feel like we also have some life gain, so we don't care as much about early aggro stuff. Here, there's Vibrant Outburst. There's also Ascendant Dust Speaker, and there's Lorecaster. I mean, this draft has been tough, I feel like.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I mean, I wouldn't mind playing a Lorecaster in this deck. I feel like it might just be better than Dust Speaker. We could also splash the Outburst, but we probably don't need to splash the Outburst as a.
Yeah.
So maybe just taking a Lorecaster here is just very much sort of a very conservative, reasonable pick here. Gonna eating our vegetables.
Yeah, it kind of. I mean, there's Glyph Mage, but I feel like Expanse just helps this Stress Stream get that much more likely.
Absolutely.
That's the thing. I think Wilt would be like a solid card, but Stress Stream could be like a really we're really happy drawing it. And now that we have an Expanse with Sky Coach with the land, like we play 1 island, we have like 4 sources of the color or something.
Yeah, for sure. And we picked up Lorecaster and Scrollsmith this pack as well, making Stress Stream even stronger.
Yeah, I mean, we can buy it back. I feel like the lands probably go much higher in Pro Tour drafts than in normal drafts as well. If I had to guess.
You mean they're picked?
They're picked higher, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So you don't just like wheel them and stuff. Here, our creature count is currently at 10. So there's a 2-drop. There's also like this guy. There's a Johnny's Response too.
I think I would take the Response, to be honest.
Yeah, we can make it work. That's one of the reasons I don't care about Wilt as much. We just get good stuff.
Yeah, you're probably right about that.
I mean, I feel like our deck is kind of has some good stuff going. I feel like Strife Scholar could be fine. I don't love it, but it's okay.
Sure. Yeah. The options here are limited.
Yeah, just like a card that makes multiple bodies potentially with practiced offense in the late game.
Fair enough, yeah.
I mean, this was a weird draft. I feel like our deck is pretty solid considering how unopen it felt after how open it felt pack 1. You really never know how these things are going to go. Meanwhile, nobody's drafting Silver Quill, the classic story of my life here on Arena.
Silver Quill's so good.
I know, it's so good, and then you just like get all like there's just all these multicolored cards for it, just like coming around. Okay, pick 9.
Okay, we wheeled one of the strong cards out of that pack. That's nice.
Yeah, so I think we get the Mockery here over Helping Hand. Helping Hand is pretty sweet with Scrollsmith, but yeah. I feel like got to be Mockery here.
Yeah, Mockery is just too good. Yeah.
Our 10 creature deck or 11 creature deck. Have you ever played Ennis?
No, I have not. Have you?
I played it once and then I did not like it. It was very bad. It's
been my experience as well.
Yeah, the channel for Ennis.
We read through the channel and it was very convincing to not ever run the card.
You read through the channel. It was just like played Ennis turn 2. It was a 1/1. I was sad. Like if you draw in the late game, it's like you want your 2-drops to do something. Like, oh my gosh, we're just getting all the blue cards. Like, I mean, if we have plenty of playables. Like, we're gonna have a deck here. More harsh annotations than I've ever had in a pool. Not a great card, but I feel like our deck is fine. We've got some good stuff going on.
It's definitely fine, but like it does The whole draft, funnily enough, very on theme, gave me like a sort of a proto vibe feeling, because like this is how it
Perfect.
looks like. This is like for the viewers, you know, if you want to how these proto drafts looking compared to my arena drafts. This is sort of what goes on, where you just I don't know, you don't get like, you maybe have to play a rehearsed beta and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Or yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's very similar in except for wheeling unsubtle mockeries. Like that's a line that they don't cross usually at the Pro Tour. We get to experience that one a little bit, but yeah, like it's you kind of scrap for playables, but then you have some like really strong cards. So like you just kind of have to like play the deck that you're dealt almost. If it honestly didn't feel like there was a deck that we could have drafted that would have been incredible in that spot. Like, I mean, it's not like we were seeing tons of great like black green cards every single pick. Maybe black white there was some stuff, but like we tried to draft black white and it clearly wasn't open in pack 1. So sometimes it's like you can get a weird experience with people who maybe don't always play consistently or things like that, as well.
Yeah, like we followed the signs and then sort of didn't get rewarded. We also like it was a very weird draft. Maybe um at the Pro Tour, at the end of the draft, when the free rounds have happened, you can then like see, oh, this person did that, this person was in those colors, this person did, oh, okay, I understand now why this happened. In this one, we unfortunately can't, but maybe, you know, someone was in black, and then they opened like some crazy bomb in red white, and they just like, oh, jumping ship, and then like we got screwed
Yeah.
over by something like that happening. So
Yeah. So I think for cuts, we're probably going to cut these 2 blue cards. I think we're only splashing Stress Stream.
sounds good.
That seems pretty easy. And then cutting Ennis is pretty obvious. And then like
Yeah.
we have 11 creatures plus group projects a creature. So we kind of have like 12 creatures. So we're probably okay on creature count, but we probably don't want to cut too many more creatures. Like Strife Scholar's not the best. Debater could get cut technically. Anger just doesn't feel like it does anything in our deck though. So kind of want to cut that one.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Um, yeah, just cut it, I guess. Micah also looks pretty bad,
Yeah, Micah's not
unfortunately.
great for us. We only have the Sky
Um,
Coach to sacrifice to it. Um,
do we have
we could
anything
cut.
else in the sideboard? We can play with Mage Tower Referee, I guess. Rapier
Do
Wit
we have
is a
this?
playable, maybe.
Mage Tower Referee. We have a lot. We have a few
One,
gold
two, three,
cards.
four. Nah, no, it just doesn't. It's
We
not
could play
enough.
this.
Hey, yeah,
We could play it and
as
sacrifice it to
exact.
Micah.
Yeah, yeah. I knew you were gonna say this. Um, oh gosh. I mean, maybe the Ember Mare actually makes the cut here.
This would be the
Some of them
ultimate Pro Tour draft experience. We put the Ember Mare in. It probably is better than Micah, honestly. Like, I mean, we have a lot of things to do. We don't have a ton of top end. Do you ever play Return the Favor, or do you side this in?
I mean, you set it in against the Paradigm deck, I guess, or someone playing some
Oh.
expensive nonsense. Yeah, if you copy a Paradigm spell, you do get it for the rest of the game.
Oh
It's
my
crazy.
gosh.
You
That's
didn't know that?
that's something
Yeah.
you only learn from a draft channel dedicated to Return the Favor, because I've probably only played this card like once. So the reps to play this enough to play against a Paradigm spell and be like, yeah, I get it for the rest of the game.
I actually learned this at the PT. I did not know about this. I
Somebody did
just
it to
got
you?
no, I double comboed them with dual custom age, and they were like a 4-color soul type pile based. And then they showed me the 2 return to the favor out of their side, and they were like, I almost did this, but you know, mana couldn't work. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like,
What do
you
you
copy and
mean?
get the paradigm forever. Oh, okay.
that's that's another classic like Pro Tour experience. The pros are just on this like crazy level with the Return the Favors. Um, but yeah, I mean we're not running Rapier Wits or anything. Ennis doesn't seem crazy. I mean Ennis does work when you flashback spells, but it's just so bad. So we could cut Micah for the Ember Mare and just have like
Sure.
Embermere. This is like literally like the card I think of when I think of the Pro Tour because of how many times I saw it in decks at the Pro Tour. I was just like, there are so many rearing Embermares running around. But yeah, and then our mana bias a little bit towards white for our cards. We have like actually we have a pretty good mana base 7, 8 white sources, 8 red sources plus this, so 9/9, 3 plus a Strixhaven Sky Coach. I mean, this deck looks like, and just tons of removal to pursue the past. I mean, this deck is definitely going to be able to win some games. Um, a little worried
Yeah.
about the multicolor control matchup because we're not the fastest deck, but I mean, we've got some good stuff going on. Practiced offense can win games. We probably find it a lot. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
We have like a decent deck, but we're playing like 5 cards we wouldn't want to play. So it's not
Yeah.
optimal. But we have a lot of good
Yeah.
cards still. Double Pursue the Pass can sort of outgrind a lot of people.
Yeah,
Um,
Stone Docent worked out, I think. Taking that card over in Unsettled Mockery, like we have tons of removal, and the Docent ended up being a pretty good card. I also like the Stress Drain here because we have good
yeah.
fixing for it. But yeah, overall, pretty solid deck. Thanks so much, Arne, for coming on. And if folks want to find more of your stuff, where can they watch you either when you're broadcasting or posting stuff on YouTube, and where can they find your stuff?
I do have a YouTube channel where I post standard decks
Yeah, it's
from time to
fantastic.
time. Thank you. And yeah, you can find me on like commentating some of the European regional championships and spotlight series, usually over on the Ultimate God Live channel of Infinity. Yeah, I guess that's all I got. I suppose if you
And
want to do some
you do
constructive
coaching, yeah.
coaching,
Yeah.
yeah, you could come over to Metafy, find me
I'll
under my
link
name there if you're
I'll link
interested.
all these in the description as well because it'll be easier to find your stuff then. But yeah, fantastic. Thank you so much for coming on. I'll be playing the game solo, but as I like to say, if the deck wins, clearly you've helped us draft a masterpiece, but if it loses, it's clearly just pilot error. So either way, you come out ahead. Thanks for sharing your experience, and have a great rest of your day.
Hey, thank you. It was very fun.
Welcome to round number 1. We're working with a pretty reasonable hand considering our deck. We have all of our colors. Let's make sure that this is... Yeah, there we go. We're going to keep. And as we get started with round 1, I do just want to thank Arne once again for coming on as a guest. He is a tremendous player, actually one of the best players in the world, like these days. I'm not exaggerating. I mean, I try to hype them up when they're here, but also like he actually just like consistently crushes Pro Tours. Like it is not easy to go 8-2 at the Pro Tour in Constructed. And like I looked at his draft decks, like pictures of him. His draft decks were both very good. Like he probably could have gone like 2-1 with his second deck for sure. Like obviously when he was talking about it, like he went up against like some crazy cards. There it is, the Roaring Embermare. But like, I think we'll go Debater first here. Hits a little harder than the Owlin. If it gets countered, we're okay. They have done nothing on the first few turns. That's wild. Okay. I am very confused. I think we want to try to hit a land for this, so let's actually play the Owlin here. Yep, keep that. But yeah, he's one of the best players in the world. He's just consistently having these good performances. Okay, so my opponent has cast 1 spell this game, and they're already ahead. That's crazy. This has Ward 2. If I play the Embermare, they're going to eat the Embermare. I'll deal 2, 5. I'll be able to deal 3, 7, 9. No, it won't be that because I'll be leaving this. So it'll be 2, 5, 7. Yeah, I'm just going to play the Embermare and pass. Wow. We could lose this game. They literally cast 1 spell this entire... They cast a Shared Roots and Emeritus. And we're in kind of trouble. The Sloth is good. Bane is okay. I mean, we have gone very wide here. They're going to kill my Strife Scholar, maybe. What I'm hoping for is a land, maybe, so I can kill the Emeritus. Jeez Louise, I can't kill any of their creatures. This is so brutal. This is Ward 2. This is Ward 2. This is the worst removal spell I could have here. This can attack in and trade with some of their stuff. This is such an awkward Johnny's response situation. I really needed a land there so I could kill this guy or even this guy. So if I kill the Shopkeeper's Bane and attack with everything, they'll go block here. And I have 4, 8. This thing's going to trade with one of these things. Probably this guy. Then I can attack for 4, 8, this. I attack with everything. They get to go eat this. Take 2, go down to 9. Trade here. Jump block. Jump block. I mean, this card's so messed up. It's if they play like any other card, I can just kill it. The fact that it has Ward too, and also drew them 3 cards is crazy. I'm trying not to suicide my board in or do anything like that, because if I draw practiced offense, I can just win pretty easily, I think. Like buff up my team twice. Maybe last turn was my best window. I think I'm just going to start trying to chip in with my flyer once I find a draw land for my kill spell. That's looking less and less likely. Gosh. This is real bad. They're just playing straight blue-green. They literally didn't cast a spell, and I wasn't able to pressure them enough to kill their Emeritus in time. Okay. This could go well for me. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. So, block here. Block here. Block here. Block here. I would take 2, 8. I'm gonna try to kill this thing. Could double block this. Then these things will both become 4/4s. They have a combat trick of some kind, maybe. Efflorescence, okay. Did I kill them on the crackback now? I think so. Maybe. So 4, they block 4, they take 2. 2, 5, 8, 10. I just target them face with Tome Blast. That would put them to 13. They block 4. It has to target a creature, though. If we draw a land here, never lucky. Never lucky, honestly. That's actually so brutal. If we had drawn a land to flash this back and target their guy, then we would have won. We were literally a land away, I think. Gosh darn it. That was a crazy close game. They block here. They take 3, 6, 9, 13. Because we needed to cast the 2 spells. But if we hit a land there and flashback this targeting their face, this guy gets double strike and they have to chump block this. And they're at 2 less life. Wow. That was actually crazy how close it was to us winning, only for us to lose horribly. I mean, like, we played that so well to kill their Tenured Concoctor and stuff. I guess if I had blocked their Fractal Tender, I didn't realize that they were going to, that the Efflorescence was going to, I mean, the Efflorescence put a counter on the Cuboid Colony. So we had to maybe we had to kill the Fractal Tender somehow. So they wouldn't have a blocker there. But we blocked kind of everything we could, I feel like. But like, yeah, it literally came down to whether like drawing Tome Blast was a good draw, kind of, but we needed to be able to like if we Tome Blast just dealing 2 to this 3/3, these things both become 4/4s. This becomes a 3/3. This thing would be, they would block our 4 and they'd take 4, 8, 11, 13. So they would still take 13. So we made the right plays. Like, we flash this thing, play this thing, discard our Tome Blast, flash back Tome Blast. This thing gets double strike. So then they have to block this, and then they take 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, but we'll have done 2 to their face. So we would have won. I'm going to put in Return the Favor. I feel like that could be pretty good. Actually, it's probably not that good, honestly. Our deck doesn't have a ton of sideboard options for this matchup. That was really unfortunate. My gosh. We were 1 card away. I mean, we could have, I think we used the Ajani's Response properly. Play first. We'll keep this. I mean, that was just unlucky. They did so little that entire game. Very unfortunate, but we'll battle. Sometimes that's going to happen. Like, sometimes you play the game well, and that still happens. Don't play Plesbird Sloth. Let's go. Okay. I don't feel that bad about this, honestly. I can kill this with Mockery or something. Um... Hit them for 3, 6, 9. Put them to 5. Getting them to 5 is nice. I mean, they have not played... their curve seems really bad. They just don't play things on the early turns. Pestbird Sloth is a great one. Really don't need that. If I can draw practiced offense, I can win this game pretty easily for sure. Sure, that's fine. That's a pretty great draw too. Because now they have to chump block my Fire Dancer. And go to 2. Yeah, Fire Dancer's working out. And if they don't have anything, we just win. Oh, bummer. I'll play a land. Wow, their last card was Terrafractal. They're just surveilling now. That's weird. They kept it on top too. Okay. Putting a counter on all my creatures, they're dead, right? Then I guess I'll give this guy double strike. It doesn't matter though. Okay. Let's hope we can do that again. My gosh. What is happening? Oh gosh. They have some really junky cards. They have a Quandrix Charm that's good to know about. They have a couple Shopkeeper's Banes. Micah could be okay just as a beefy card. And then what would I cut? Yeah, maybe I won't need Micah. Jeez. I literally just want to draw my practiced offense and win the game with it. That's all I want. Oh my gosh. We were 1 land away from winning game 1, and then game 2 we kind of clobbered them because they did very little, but it was close. Because that Terrafractal was huge. They're just playing straight blue-green. I have not seen that in such a long time. The Ajani's responses don't feel that good, but at the same time, I don't want to get like run over by pest mascots. I still want kill spells. The Emeritus is such an issue if they draw it, but I also have a really good rare, so it's kind of like who draws their rare. Okay, this is a good hand. I just really wanted 2 drops, so this is exactly what I wanted. And there's the offense. So now we have a plan. Lead with our 3/1 because it hits harder. Do I want to trade this thing with the Shopkeeper's Bane or the Fire Dancer? Probably the Fire Dancer. Let's just use this now. Sculpt our draw. We don't need that. If they play the Sloth. No, okay. This thing, they kept both cards on top. Sure. I would rather have the Debater, I think, here, because it's really good with the offense. And then we can hit them for 1,000,000 damage. Oh, they just chump block? What? That's crazy. They're going with the Emeritus. Terrafractal, okay. I mean, we're kind of crushing them, I feel like. I would rather Wilt in the Heat. A Johnny's response lets my guy get double strike, though. Let's Wilt in the Heat because the damage lines up better. We're dealing 3 less damage here. But also, now my practice Scrollsmith can get the Wilt in the Heat back, which is another big factor. Booyah. Colony, yep. Do they have Colony Quandrix Charm again? Wow, that's crazy. I can't believe they had that 2 games in a row. I mean, I'm doing really well here. Unless they top deck Emeritus, I think I got this. Bang! The comeback win! Oh, beating straight blue-green never felt so good. Oh my gosh, let's go! Oh man. I feel so much pressure in this draft because I really want to make Arne proud. You're like, I don't want to let him down. Oh my gosh. Let's go. Huge. Oh my gosh. Just casual victory with like a bunch of like random 2-drops. Yes. Oh, we're up 1-0. Let's keep it rolling. And obviously everyone loses games sometimes. So if we lose, it's not the end of the world, but we would obviously like to win. The more times I draw Rearing Embermare, the more proud I am. They mulliganed. Practiced offense is messed up. I mean, Strife Scholar making a whole board and then practiced offense and could be okay. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, this obviously loves you to have creatures and stuff. Our opponent's saying hello. We will greet them back. And then we will use one of my favorite things. The Hedron. Blue-red, okay. Give me a land. Beautiful. I'm very happy to see the land. A Braid's also good because if they're playing a Potioner's Trove deck, they might run it out this next turn and we can kill it. Or if they play a creature, we can maybe kill it with a Braid. If they have Essence Scatter, this plays around that. going to go get our island. Bit of a non-bow between the Embermare and this, because, like, you don't need the... You can already attack with this, so you don't really crew this with it. But practiced offense, giving this double strike, will hit them for 8. Tidal Mage, sure. They keep everything in their hand, is crazy. Yeah, I'll keep a creature. They didn't want to just draw and discard is insane. They must have a crazy good hand. They probably have Essence Scatter here. We can't play around it forever, though. And by play around it forever, we mean we don't want to play around it at all. I hope they have, like, Unsubtle Mockery. And then they use their Unsubtle Mockery on, like, my Sky Coach or something. Like, they have to have some kill spell. Burst Lightning. Okay. I'm glad I didn't play the Strife Scholar. And they kept all their cards in hand, so they have to have, like, all kill spells, all good stuff. Matter Bending Mage. Okay, sure. Send in the Embermare. The next turn I can play this guy, and then the next turn I can use this guy. Sure. Are they dead next turn if they don't play something effective? Okay. Well, that's effective, that's for sure. So it's a 2 for 2. Their splatter technique killed this thing and killed 2 of my guys, but if I was them, I might have waited for me to use my guy first. So I can go practiced offense, counter, double strike. No, I don't need to do that. Let's do this. So they know this coming, but I do have Scrollsmith, which can cast it and then flash it back still. So I can make both of these creatures lethal. Well, both of them are lethal anyway if I just flash it back. Pigment Wrangler, sure. Okay, so they're just dead. Bang. What are they up to? They didn't do a ton. I feel like they probably could have looted. Been happy with it. Splatter technique is good to know about. They have a couple of matter bending mages, so my token makers get a bit worse. Good to know about the board wipe. I kind of want to bring this guy in. Feels like they're the sort of person that's holding up mana a lot. Then again, they only cast a couple of targeted things. Do I have any bad cards in the matchup? They have Burst Lightning. Do I have any, like, 3/2s? Yeah. Not that I'm going to cut Strife Scholar, even though I don't like it. I could maybe do some grindy stuff. This card's pretty scary for them. Do I want Micah? No. Do I want Return the Favor? If I saw more things like Stress Dream, maybe, but I think I'll just run it back for now. On the draw. I have 9 white sources in the deck. 10 white sources if you count the Sky Coach. Yeah, I'm going to keep this. I have a couple cards I can play. My deck uses lands pretty well. Yeah, with 10 white sources, I'm going to draw one in the first few draw steps, I think. There's a blue source. Nice. Unfortunate. Sinar is quite good. Kind of 2-for-1ing myself, but I can get the Tome Blast back later. And I'm stopping them from getting a 2-for-1 with this spell. Getting their Splatter Technique, drawing 4 cards. This has not gone the way I was hoping. There we go. If they have Stress Dream, I'm going to be pretty happy I played this card. Or Burst Lightning. I guess this thing dodges Burst Lightning. The Mage, sure. Like, I want to make sure I get at least a hit in for 4 with this. But I can flashback this Tome Blast to kill this guy now. That's a great draw. Because now I can just double spell. Definitely don't want to trade because I want to use Tome Blast to deal with this guy. They have green mana in their deck. Interesting. Now I can afford to trade one of these because the Tome Blast can only kill one of them. I do want to hold lands now. I have enough lands to do everything. Like, I want to be playing my spells, obviously, but I do have 2 of the Rummage card. Sure. Yeah, not playing this Embermare into their open Heated Argument mana was pretty good for me, I think. Definitely don't need that. If I could find my island, I could start surveilling. Sky Whale. That's going to die. That's the thing. A lot of these kind of expensive cards that don't generate value, like even the Embermare is kind of generating value. Like, they could have 2 cheap spells somehow here. They just take 8. Pretty good for me. Keeping these lands because I do have the 2 Rummagers. Those are 2 of my best draws. Practiced offense would probably win me the game because it makes both my creatures lethal. Okay. Okay, let's go. That's a great draw. I knew we could do it. So if I Johnny's response, the Sky Whale, and attack with both, they can still double block. Just deploy another threat. I know I could have used this to search up an island to start surveilling, but I don't think it's going to come down to that. I was a little worried about splatter technique there. Sonage. Okay. So are they dead? I think they might be. We can Scroll Smith back a Braid to kill one of these. Wilt in the Heat this one. Then I'll have cast 3 things to target. So I have 8 mana. So I go 3, 5, 7, 3, 5, 7, and then is that lethal? I have 8 mana. Hmm. 3, 5, 7. Kill this. Kill this. This makes this a 5/5, so they have to chump block. And this, then they go to 1. If I had 1 more mana, I could do it. If they cast 2 spells, this is 10, 13. I don't think I need to care about that right now. So now they have to chump block and they go to 1. I don't think the Sky Whale can kill me, though. They have to cast... Even if they cast 3 spells this turn with 7 mana, that's still not lethal. Tidal Mage, okay. Whoa, they have Wisdom of the Ages? Okay, so we have them right where we want them. Wisdom of the Ages is pretty good. Bingo, bango, bongo. Nice. Oh, we're into the finals. Oh, come on. You got this. Oh, my gosh. We played that pretty well, I think. I mean, we made things so awkward for them. We made them spend so much mana to bounce our guys because of the ward stuff that we were up to. 2-0. Let's just double check our deck list one more time. Maybe I should take a screenshot of it just in case, because you never know. But like, keeping our Pursue the Past stuff available was really important in those games. And overall, I think we are doing quite well for ourselves. We're 2-0, battling, heading to the finals. But glorious stuff here. Hopefully we can win this. I mean, our deck is performing quite well. We have enough 2-drops. We got some good removal. Practiced offense was really good a couple times. That's all we need. Okay, final round. As we dive into this final round, I would like to shout out the NicolaiBolas Patreon, patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. If you enjoy my videos and you'd like to support my mission to make draft accessible for people of all skill levels, Patreon's the place to go, and you gain access to cool bonus content like my card-by-card tier list and format dots document. Special shout out to those patrons who support at the credits level. It makes a tremendous difference. Okay, now we can decide to play first and keep this hand. This is looking pretty good. I like seeing Pursue the Past. We have our island already. Playing against white-black, but they don't have a 2-drop. I think our deck is slightly more in favor of white mana. Regardless, we're probably going to ditch this one so we have equal of each. Ink Mage, sure. I keep one on top, okay. Currently, just playing a little safe. Let's try to block here. They probably have a Silver Quill Charm or something. Interjection, sure. It's a lot better for me. So I can use this to get back the Strixhaven Sky Coach. I'd probably rather save it until I find a removal spell, honestly. Because I don't need lands. Let's just do this. Surveil. Jeez Louise. Lots of lands here. We need one kill spell, and then everything comes together. Because then we can kill a couple things. This has been a truly miserable draw. Like, we've drawn 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 lands in our top 8 cards. Okay. We need to find a kill spell this turn. Or not, you know. Kill spell, schmill spell, as I like to say. Who needs a kill spell when you can just draw another land? I mean, I think our deck is able to beat this pretty easily. We just haven't drawn anything. Snooping Page is going to start taking over. We have so many kill spells in the deck, too. Like, that was, like, something we commented on, was how many kill spells we had. You just have literally anything here. Sure. Atrocious. Atrociously bad. Just so awkward. If we draw practiced offense or another land, does another land do it for us? Let's see. Four, five, yeah, this is. We were actually close. Four. Because this would be 5, 10. It would be 5 plus double strike. To be 5, 10. Be 5, 10. 11, 12. Actually so close. Can we survive if we give this life link and then jump block this? We would take 3, 5, 7, 11. So we're technically not dead on board. And if they don't find something they can target, I win. Oh my gosh. We stole the game. Yeah, and we have the Ajani's response if they do somehow have a blocker. Oh my gosh. This is why you don't surrender and like battle to the bitter end. Like we lived at 1 life there. Also, this is why harsh annotation is terrible. Oh my gosh, we won the game. I can't believe we won that game. That's the game they were supposed to win. They had their ink right. They had this thing as a 6/6. Oh my word. So they have harsh annotation, bitter triumph, interjection. They have a few combat tricks to be aware of. They have this guy at the top end. I'm not really worried about beating them. I feel like we can kind of crush them. Oh my gosh. What a victory, honestly. Practiced offense. That's some high level stuff right there. Playing to your outs. Okay, this is a great hand. Hopefully we draw better mixes, lands, and spells. They're mulliganing. We have an early interaction spell for if they play like Inkrite or something. Yep. Not going to let that thing take over. You can rest assured of that. Hope Singer, okay. Another great card. Use this to go get a mountain. And then next turn we'll go group project to Johnny's response to Hope Singer. Tragedy Feaster, okay. I should have attacked for 3. I don't know what that was for. Why I didn't do that. Sure. Reward is discard a card. I'm fine with that. I wonder if they'll just concede here, or do they have an answer? Nope. Okay. Huge. I should have hit them for 3 last turn. I was never blocking. So they should be at 16 here. So slightly misplay. Bang! Oh my gosh, we got the win. And then we beat them in the last game. The trophy. Oh my gosh, what an I mean, this card's super scary. This is a crazy curve. They played rare into rare into rare. And we beat them because our card just killed all their stuff. Let's go. I can't believe we stole game 1. Oh my gosh, practiced offense. That was truly a glorious victory. Getting the trophy. Let's go. If you made it to the end of the video, in the comment section down below, leave hashtag pro drafting, because Arne was talking about how this felt kind of like a pro tour deck with like the random cards we aren't super happy playing, very scrappy, but we managed to get the wins, and it was a ton of fun having him on as a guest. So hashtag pro drafting to let me know you made it to the end of the video. Thanks so much to Arne. Definitely check out his YouTube channel, link in the description. He makes great constructed stuff, and like I even watch it, and I don't even play that much constructed. That's how good it is. I hope you enjoyed the video, though. That's gonna do it for this one. I had a blast. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.